Hey, I hope you're doing well. You must have heard of ChatGPT by now. You know, that AI chatbot from OpenAI. This thing is so knowledgeable and powerful. The possibilities are crazy, honestly. But today we'll focus on trading, who would have known, and see how easy it is to get it to create a sound trading strategy. But more than that, I also want to ask him to produce a code so I can backtest the strategy live on TradingView. Don't forget to click that like button. It helps a lot. If you like my content and would like to support me in creating some more, you can make a donation on my buymeacoffeepage.com. Enjoy! Here I am on chat.openai.com and we shall start a new chat. Okay, nice. Let's start simple. Can you create a simple trading strategy that uses the crossover of two simple moving averages? I know I'm saying hello, please to an AI. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. But you know what? Being polite always brings the best out of things. Okay, so what did it tell us? That we have to calculate two different SMAs, one short one of 50 days and one longer term one of 200 days. And basically it's saying that when the short term one crosses above the longer term one, that would be our buy signal because that signals a bullish trend, and the opposite will be our sell signal because this implies that this trend is going to be bearish. It also tells us about the management of our risk tolerance. It also mentions that we could add other indicators. We'll see about that later. And it finishes by mentioning the possibility of using a stop loss to limit our potential losses. Lastly, it adds that this trading strategy will be effective in trending markets and not in sideways or choppy markets. This makes sense. We're using only two trend indicators, two moving averages, so that's what we could expect. Okay, cool. This is basically trading 101. I do see though that this will not fit my target. I want to trade some cryptos, and typically such large values of the averaging of the moving averages don't fit the high volatility of cryptos. You generally should aim for smaller ones. So I think I should just tell him that. Can you adapt it to the high volatility of crypto? Okay, nice. The first recommendation indeed is to shorten the moving averages and into, for example, 10 and 30 days. I like that. The second suggestion is again to couple the SMAs with different types of indicators, so not trending. Typically the RSI is a momentum indicator and the Bollinger Bands are volatility indicators. So I think we will look into this after. Let's ask him to put that into a code and see what comes out of it. Okay, nice. I see the code running here. I can already see that it missed a header, so it's not defining this as a strategy that we're testing. However, it is indeed defining our two SMAs, and it didn't add any of the other indicators, which is good for now. We'll see later what we can do. Okay, the header. So let's actually just ask him right now before copy pasting into TradingView. And I think we should also ask him at the same time in which version of pinescript this code is intended to be. Okay, great. So this is in version 4, and it did put the header strategy. We do see that we still have a SMA. The buy is indeed the crossover, and on the other hand, the sell is the cross under. So let's actually copy this code. Come here and you can see that I want to work with the Ethereum USDT pair, and I'm sticking to the 1-day chart for this test. So let's simply open our editor and paste the code. I'm going to save it. And we can see that there's an error that popped up. Okay, well, let's simply copy that and see if ChatGPT can sort it out. Okay, so I don't know why he did the error at the first time, but it seems like he knows exactly what's going on, and colors must be defined like this. Okay, so let me copy now, come here and select all the code and replace it with the new one. Save, and great, we see that everything worked well. We can now add our strategy to the chart, and actually nothing happened. So what's going on? Let's go back to the code. And yes, indeed, the plots have been made correctly, but nowhere do we see the entering and the exiting in the strategy. So let's fix that. you have forgotten to add the entries and exits. Okay, up to now nothing changes. Let's see if it adds the things properly after. Great, and it's indeed adding the entry and the close of a buy. So let's just copy this and go back to here and just update it and save. Okay, now we can see that we have the entering and the closing. Let me maybe zoom in so we see better. I think it's a bit confusing to have the triangles and the arrows, so maybe we can just delete the plotting of those shapes, just for clarity. Okay, nice. Shall we have a look at what this strategy gives us? Oh. But wait a second. If I look here, I see that the average trades make 23%. And there was 31 trades, but I only get 2% total profits. So something is bound to be wrong. Let's go maybe see properties. Okay, the range is until 2017. Great. 1 day, all good. Okay. But I do see here the problem. The order size is 1 contracts, but this is not what we want to do typically. We just want to work in the percentage of the total portfolio. And because this, as I said, is really a trending strategy, I would just use 100% of my portfolio. So let's change that and see what happens. And to do that, we need to add some information in this strategy header. So let me actually do it by copy pasting from a code I did before. So I'm going to save, open, let's go here. I'm going to copy this sentence and open back our previous and add it here. And let me just tell you what we see here. I'm going to save. So typically we're saying that the quantity type is going to be the percentage of an equity. And we're saying that we want to use each time 100%. But also, very important, I want this backtest to take into consideration trading fees. And basically we're saying that the trading fees are also in a percentage, and the value that we're giving is of 0.01%. Right, so let's go to our strategy tester. And you can see that now indeed the order size is changed to 100% of equity. And let's see what we get. And yes, indeed, everything has changed now. The strategy is quite profitable. Almost 4,000% profits. The win rate is slightly below 30%, and however the maximum drawdown is quite high, about 46%. So maybe we can ask ChatGPT to improve that and follow his advice of coupling the SMAs of this strategy with another indicator. Maybe you remember that it is suggested before to couple with the RSI or Bollinger Bands. In fact, I actually recently released a series of videos where I code a crypto trading bot from scratch. It was actually quite a fun project, very informative and interesting. I'll link it up there. It might interest you. Back to today's task. I think because of that, I'll go for the other indicator that ChatGPT suggested, which is the Bollinger Bands. So let's go and ask him to do that for us. I think for the trading strategy that we're dealing with now, the simplest usage of the Bollinger Bands would be to have the buy signal being triggered when the prices breaks through the upper Bollinger Band, and we make sure as a confirmation that our conditions with the simple moving average are still met. Let's ask ChatGPT to do that for us. Can you add the condition that the buy is triggered when the price crosses above the upper Bollinger Band and the short-term SMA is above the long-term SMA? So we can see that it has added the parameters of the Bollinger Bands, so the period, the length, and the standard deviation. It actually only computed the upper Bollinger Band, so maybe I should have made myself more clear just for the purpose of the plot. We actually would like to see the whole. So let me ask for that. Okay, nice. It added the computation of the lower and also the plot. So let me simply copy and come here and replaced everything. But I think we need to keep our strategy header properly. Maybe I should tell him that we're using this new thing. So I'm going to save and see what happens. Okay, so you have 2 errors. I was expecting something like this by seeing the way it computed the Bollinger Band. Typically, computing it like this through a function is possible in the version 5 of pinescript. So let me just mention that to him and see what he says. and ask him to compute the Bollinger Bands from scratch. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Oh, I also want to tell him that I've changed the header so it knows. So let me prepare. Okay, let's wait for him to finish. We can see that now it does the computation by itself. Okay, let me just mention that as well. So I can simply copy paste the whole code. It'll be simpler. Okay, so I finished the code. So let me simply come back here, select all and paste and Control S. And great, it worked, but we're back to having a very tiny amount of profits. So what happened there? Let's have a look at the trading strategy. It's probably something to do with our conditions. And indeed, I didn't really pay enough attention to that when I was writing down the code, but he kind of did the reverse of what I asked. So I want the crossover to be triggered when the close goes above this upper Bollinger Band, but I want that to still verify the fact that the short-term SMA is above the long-term SMA. So let me simply copy this and paste it here and then do that. This becomes our trigger. We still want the confirmation with the SMA, but this just becomes a simple condition. We want to verify that this can be triggered if and only if the short-term SMA is above the long-term one. So let's now save and see. Okay, we get more profits, but maybe we can play a bit more to kind of match and tune the Bollinger Bands to fit well the simple moving averages. So I think we should analyze a bit more what we see to make the right decisions. Let's maybe zoom out and have a look. I do have a feeling that they're a bit too wide. This ramping up of the market that we had here, quite a big bull trend, was not taking advantage of in our trading strategy. And that's because the Bollinger Bands here is too high. So let's simply reduce our standard deviation of the Bollinger Band and save and see what happens. So we have lost in terms of profits. I think the rest is about the same. I think we should also see the other parameter of the Bollinger Band, so the moving average length. So let's maybe reduce it by 5 and see. Okay, so this seems to have decreased the profit, so maybe that was not the right direction. So let's do +5. Oh, okay. I think we're going in the right direction. The profit increased quite a lot. The drawdown, however, increased a bit. So let's see if we carry on. What do we get? So the profits increased quite a lot, and I think the rest is more or less the same. So let's simply carry on. Okay, interesting. That's very nice. The profits increased, the win rate increased quite a lot, above 70%, and the drawdown dropped quite a lot, below 24%. So okay, let's crank up that number a bit more to see if we gain anything. And no, on the contrary, now the profits divided by 2 and we have the maximum drawdown that increased again. So I think we found a nice sweet spot at 35. Okay, this was fun. I will put this code on our GitHub. It's all for free, so don't hesitate. And if you have any questions or comments, please write them down below or join our community Discord. Details in the description. But remember that none of this is financial advice and trading can involve high risk of losing capital. Personally, although it looks very appealing, I wouldn't go trade with this trading strategy just yet. You saw, for instance, that when we changed the Bollinger Bands parameters, the results could change a lot and a bit randomly. This probably means that this trading strategy is overfitted, and we don't want that. We want to be more demanding with our trading strategies. But no big deal. There's a lot of potential with ChatGPT, and I'm sure we can do way better. I'm thinking something more day trading like? Yeah. So let me work on that and get back to you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have more time on your hands, I think you might find these interesting. Take care.